Thanks. Bank shot. Bank shot. That's right.
Okay, guys, thank you for joining us. Brooks, you were at Hazeltine, and it's not quite the Hazeltine morning session, but 3-1's a good score to take into the afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously we're happy where we're at right now. I feel like our team's playing pretty well. I felt like it was a big point. Our match was a big point, swinging that one because it looked like they were going to win the match pretty much the whole way through, especially when we got 2 down. And to come back and be able to flip it like that was really a 2-point swing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tony, it was obviously a great match to make your Ryder Cup debut, and then obviously a little break on 16. Can you tell us about the match in general and how that break turned the game, I suppose?
Yeah, for sure. Rosie and John played incredible.
Mm-hmm.
They played incredible golf, and they scored better than us.
Yeah.
For the first 12 holes, and but I think a big part of the reason Brooks and I are paired together and we play together and we play well just. Mm-hmm. Our attitude, not giving up, and we kept telling each other, we're just keep, one hole at a time. Let's try to get back in this thing and see if we can stretch this match out. So, we were able to do that, and he played incredible golf when I needed him to. Mm-hmm. On that back 9. He birdied 10, he birdied 11. Had to look for birdie on 14. Had he's incredible par on 15 mm-hmm. with me in the water. I mean, when I needed him to hit shots and step up, he did. And that's a great thing about, having a great teammate. Mm-hmm. And then on 16, I needed the break again, just when I saw the ball in the air, I knew it needed to get up. And so I was kind of wishing for that in the air, and I got lucky. Sometimes the ball rolls your way and sometimes it doesn't. But fortunately for us, that was a huge turning point in our match. Yeah. I was able to brush that one in and get our match all square, and honestly, the momentum was on our side, because they were 2 up and looking to close us out, and we were able to stretch that match out, and then we played incredible golf on 18 to win the match.
Great, thank you, guys. We're going to open up to any questions, so you could please place your hand up. We'll bring in number 2. Number 2 over in the very middle of the back here, please. Rex, we'll go with you first, please.
A question for both of you guys. Tony, can you talk about hitting that first tee shot and whatever neat nerves you may have had? And Brooks, you've been in a lot of pressure situations. How does this compare to maybe being in contention at a major or winning a major?
Yeah, the first tee shot was not like anything I've been involved in before. It was like a feeling of a football game, back in the States, an NFL football game, and I'm in the middle of the field and I have to hit a tee shot. I have to make a golf swing with all that type of adrenaline. So it was incredible, even though the crowd is, a European crowd and we're on European soil. Just to be in that atmosphere it's electric. It's so hard to explain. Just being there, knowing that all eyes on you, it's a cool thing. So I really enjoyed it, and I thought I hit a pretty good one. The ball just kept rolling and almost went in the water. Luckily it didn't, but just really electric.
And we'll go to Ewan in the middle. Oh, sorry, you want to go to Brooks?
Well, what was it?
How would you compare the pressure playing this morning to being in contention at a major?
It kind of reminds me a little bit at Shinnecock, I guess, when, you've got a 1-shot lead, coming down 17, 18, or you're about to close off a major. That's what it feels like every shot at a Ryder Cup. I think it's fun. I love it. I love the fact that you've got a teammate behind you in case you screw up. That's always nice, but it's so much fun. You love making everybody quiet over here. I think that's I enjoy it, and I know, especially when you get that momentum on your side, it feels like anything's possible. And then, the other thing is you've got another guy and another caddy cheering for you, and a captain or assistant captain out there cheering you on, and it's an incredible atmosphere. But I think comparing it to a major, having a lead coming down the last 2 holes, or having to hit a golf shot, under that kind of pressure is what it's like every shot.
Here we go to Ewan now. number
Brooks,
one.
can I ask you for another comparison? You played in the first tee at Hazeltine. There has been an awful lot made of the size of that grandstand and the number of people. But did you sense that they were further back, and perhaps as a result that atmosphere wasn't as intimidating as you expected it to be?
I mean, I never really thought it was going to be intimidating. I don't think anything's intimidating because I'm here to play golf. I'm not, I don't have somebody that's about to beat my brains in, so I'm not really afraid of anything. But it's fun. It's electric. They might not have been the closest to us, but they were definitely loud. You could hear them. The European fans do an unbelievable job of being loud and being behind their team. And, credit to them. The fans here have been unbelievable. They'll applaud great golf shots, and they're cheering for Europe, as they should. And they definitely make it loud.
We're going to go number two, just in the middle there.
Hi, Brooks, have you had an update on the spectator that was hit on, I think it was the 6th, and how hard was it to refocus after something like that happens?
Yeah, no, I haven't gotten an update. I actually just asked in the locker room, and nobody knew. So I have no idea what's going on. I obviously saw her. It looked like it hurt. She was bleeding pretty good. It looked like it hit her right in the eye. So hopefully there's no, loss of vision or anything like that. But it's not a fun feeling. I probably do it way more than I should. It seems just about every week we're hitting somebody, and it's unfortunate. You're never trying to, and it doesn't feel good. It really doesn't. You feel terrible for them. You know exactly how they're feeling, especially when you've got to go over there and apologize because they're in pain. Usually bleeding, and then to hit her in the face is not. You don't want to hit anybody in the face, especially not a woman, and it's not a good feeling. I had a terrible. I just wanted to get out of there. So I'm glad Tony was able to kind of chip in and leave. But I'm sure we'll get an update on her, in the next whenever we leave here. But hopefully she's doing good.
We'll go to number one, John.
Does this feel like an event that's being held in France? Or is it like any other
have you
golf
ever played
event?
in France?
No, I've never played a tournament here, but I think the people have been great. It's been cool being here in Paris. We've never played here in France. I don't know.
I have. I've played a few times in France, but it's not like a Challenge Tour event. I can promise you that. It's a little different, and obviously it's a little different than the French Open too. I've played that, and a Ryder Cup's always going to be different. Yeah, it's just got a different feel to it.
It's an incredible venue. The people have been incredible. They support their European players, and it's been great. The Paris is an unbelievable place, and well deserved to host the Ryder Cup.
Can I just ask a quick follow-up? Have either of you ever had dinner in the Palace before?
Yeah, we just had dinner there Wednesday night.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Is that the first time you've ever had dinner in a Palace?
Yes, that's the first time I ever had dinner in a Palace.
Yep, first time.
The place was incredible. The Hall of Mirrors, and it was unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it.
You felt completely
Could only
at home.
imagine how much it costs.
721,000 square feet.
Square feet, yeah. I don't want that bill.
Unfathomable. I can't even imagine.
Okay, we'll go to number two
Mind-blowing.
on the back right.
Tony, this tee shot on number one, which club did you hit?
I hit 3-iron.
3-iron, and it
Yeah.
was a little bit with the adrenaline, I think.
Yeah, just right on the edge of the water, how to pitch out. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be all right. It kept running, and obviously pulled it a little bit, but I was trying to hit in the fairway. Obviously, with everything there and everything going on, being the first tee shot, I wanted that, and I want to be better because of it. To me, it was a win-win situation. Brooks and I wanted to lead off our team, and he comes over to me and tells me, "Hey, I want you to hit the first tee shot." So it was cool for him to give me that honor to lead off this Ryder Cup. It's a feeling I'll always remember, and it's so electric. It's just so hard to explain. So, you know, it was cool to win the point for our team because we told the captain we wanted to play first. We wanted to be that first match, and we want to set the tone for this Ryder Cup. So, I'm extremely proud we were able to do what we wanted to do and win the point for our team.
Can we go to 4 in the middle, please?
This is for either one of you guys, but your match seemed to be a microcosm for the entire session as a whole in terms of there was momentum shifts on both sides. It's back and forth, and you ended up having a bit of an edge. Can you shed any light on what the vibe was like in the team room in those few minutes in between the two sessions?
You probably spent more time in there than I did, so.
Yeah, it was great. It's a great start by any means. It doesn't matter. You know, 3-1 is a great start, and we know there's a lot of golf to be played, but to get off to this start on European soil, I think is a big deal for us. So, you know, our guys were all enthusiastic, and you know, we hope to continue this good play. So, you know, we're going to get some practice in this afternoon, and we'll cheer on our guys this afternoon. You know, the captain's decided to sit us for this session, so we'll get some work done and go cheer on our guys. But it's been a great start, and the vibe has been good.
Okay, we're going to go to number 2 on the right. Phil.
Brooks, as you mentioned, it does seem to happen almost every week that somebody gets hit in the crowd. Can I just clarify if there were shouts of 4 from yourself or other people in the group?
I think we all shouted 4.
Sorry, I didn't see it on TV, so I just want to make sure. And
Yeah.
were you able to speak to the woman when the incident initially occurred, when you went over?
Yeah. I didn't actually see her at first. I didn't know I hit anybody, and then someone from the crowd yelled, "You hit someone." And it turned around, and then obviously you see someone's lying on the ground, and you're thinking, "Oh shit, here, I did it again." I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to control a golf ball, a round ball with, you know, a square face, and especially for 300 yards. And a lot of times the fans are very close. You know, they're not far off the fairway, and you'd love to hit every fairway, but sometimes it does. You spray it a little bit, and it does go there. And you know, the problem is, you shout 4, but from 300 yards,
And
how are you supposed to hear it? How are you supposed to know? So
with the wind
at the
and-
same time, you can yell 4, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, if you're 150 yards, you know, you're shouting 4, you can hear it. But from 300 yards, even if none of us said 4, she's going to get hit. And that's the unfortunate thing. They can't hear from 300 yards with wind blowing, and everybody's, you know, got coats on because it's cold. 4 doesn't really matter. But we did say it.
Okay, we have time for 2 more questions. 1, next, please.
Just Tony, a couple things. What's going through your mind as you hit that shot at 16 as the ball's in the air? I'm guessing you know it's close.
Yeah, I know. I knew it needed to get up. You know, I saw it rise. You know, it's an elevated tee shot, and when you're hitting it into the wind, and you're already hitting higher than where the green is, so you know, into the wind, you got to hit a knockdown shot, and my knockdown shot rose, and even though the line looked great, I hit a great shot. I knew I needed to get up, so I'm sure in my head I'm thinking go, and Brooks' head we're thinking go, my caddies were thinking go, and to see it bounce and get a fortunate bounce and go to 4 feet was a huge momentum changer in the group. You know, I was able to capitalize, and then, you know, we won 18 to win the match. So that was a huge turning point. And sometimes you get the bounces, sometimes you don't. And it's pretty obvious, you know, we got the right bounce at the right time in our first match, and it went a long ways in helping us win the match.
And one more thing, I just had a quick follow. Just how do you to get through a round where it's kind of up, you know, you had the great chip in, but you're almost in the water, you're in the water, you're out of bounds on I think another hole, right? Mm-hmm. So it was a very kind of up and down day. And how do you kind of stay focused and not let the bad shots affect you and kind of keep yourself in the match?
Yeah, it's match play first of all, but you know, I play golf for a living. You know, there's nothing new to me. You know, hitting it in the water, hitting out of bounds. You don't want it to happen when it counts, but I've trained myself in tournament golf to whatever happens, it happens. And let's move forward and move on. And Brooks and I were able to do that well today. We needed to. In these type of matches, you can't show any weakness. Whether you feel that way or not, you can't show that you have any kind of emotional weakness, or you'll get eaten alive. So things like that happen in a match. It's a tough golf course. When the wind blows, it's not an easy course. You don't have to be that far off to be off, to be a couple shots, and you're out of the hole. But just using my experience to my advantage. I play golf, and I know my attitude is a big reason why I'm here, and not to change anything. It's frustrating not hitting the shot you want to hit, but you got to control your emotions, and we were able to do that, and that's why we pulled this match off.
Well, congrats again, guys, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks.